Just on time. 11 a.m. Nobody's in the lobby, maybe, but just on time, regardless. Uh, we could start off with Ziggurat. Good map. No portals, though, because portals are stupid. I don't like portals. They annoy me. It'd be very interesting if nobody joined and then I would have to do a 2v2. I feel like that'll be less exciting, but I could do a 2v2. Do up and down 2v2. Be kind of interesting. Hello, Nightly Painfaller. Hello. Oh, I don't have this chat up on screen. Oh, no. There's one of these has the chat. There it is. That's the one with the chat. There we go. Hello. I am doing quite well today. I mean, I had my last final yesterday, and now I am just in college with no classes until my dad comes and picks me up tomorrow. So, it's pretty good. Nothing to stress about, except my overseas study application, which has decided that it doesn't want to work because apparently I need to actually have grades for the first quarter. Then everybody who already has grades can get an application before me. Stupid. Ranked when? I could do a one ranked game. Pay to win, that is true. Thank you for the 20 Swiss francs. It is pay to win, that's true. No, but the study abroad application, they emailed me recently. They were like, "No, you can't do this. You have to first have grades." And I'm like, "Shit, bro." Because it's so silly because like they do the grades like 10 days before the application closes. So it's gonna be weird. And if they just don't get back to me fast enough, I could just be cooked and I may have to stay in the US the whole summer, which would suck. Because I would rather just go, not US. Hello, Demon Lord. Oh my god, do I actually have a game here? It'd be pretty cool if I got a game here. If people would ready up. Stupid ass. I want to play Hurricane. Oh, I didn't add VFX explosions. Noob mistake. Oh, so I added a compressor onto my mic. Do you guys notice it? Is it noticeable? Does it help? I noticed a lot of the time when I was listening to my own videos, like there would be some very loud parts. So I was like, what if I added a compressor to stop that? But like, do you guys think if it makes it worse, makes it better? Do you guys have an opinion? Do you just not care? Not noticeable? Am I just putting into effort? Like sometimes I just like maybe I'm putting too much effort into these things. Twitch, please. You can have Twitch. I'm here for the live stream. It's 12:34. It's 12:34 for you. Wait, oh, you're one of those. Is it 12:34 a.m. or p.m.? Like, I don't know if you're just like European saying that you would say that's 24:34, but I'm assuming that means. Is there a 30-minute time zone difference? I thought they were all by hour in North America. Am I going insane? Scream to test it. I don't want to scream. My roommate is next to me. And if I would scream, then I feel like I would be a little bit discomforting to him. Okay. Like, if I did scream, I imagine he'd be like, I don't want you anymore as a roommate. And then, well, maybe then he would leave the room and I'd get the whole room to myself. It's 12:04 p.m. for you. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought most are by hours. Right? I mean, right now it's 11. It's 11:04 a.m. for me, which is the usual time. Asian and p.m. What's your Twitch? It's Cloud XTZ. I mean, you should just find it under the. I imagine you could just find it under the forts section. You can go like, oh, there's a forts section with somebody streaming in the fort. That's probably me. Except for maybe I don't know. There's often like a German or French stream going on, which I often see. I sometimes join the German streams. I'm just like, yo, what is good? Except I say it in German. It's like, oh. I go incognito because they're like, this can't be Cloud. Americans can't speak German. And it's usually pretty good. Can you say hi to your roommate for us? Alex, people say hi. He waved his hand back. I don't think he wants to be audibly caught on stream. I feel like he would be a little bit uncomfortable. He doesn't want the fame. What's the plan? The plan this game, I'm probably just gonna go. This is actually a decent base. The fact that this is down. Oh, I'm probably just gonna go Howitzers. I like howitzers, right? Howitzers are fun. My teammates are not popping off. No, this is the first game, so there's like one other good guy. Everybody else is not. Maybe I'll just go cannons though, because everybody is popping off. I mean, this guy is popping off. Nobody else is, except I mean, this guy is a decent base, but it's not built exactly 100% well. I'll probably just go howitzers and then probably try and explode this guy. And now that I've said that, maybe I'll go cannons to try and counter the fact that he's probably going to build gunners. Now that I said I'm going to go howitzers. So there's like a 40 chess game going on and over with this guy who's probably stream sniping. So maybe I'll go cannons. Who knows? That's a little bit of a side trick. Is this base rating game? What is this? This is base rating. What do you talking? Literally, that's like. It is so fun because that is what I do most games. I'm just like, who do I shoot? And right now it's looking at I'm shooting this guy and this guy. Everybody else is not really much of a threat. But I'm assuming they're both going to shoot me and I'm just going to die. Because, you know. This guy does have angled up laser, so he will have an angle on me. Which is rough. Probably means I'm going to explode here in a second. Do you do battleship after you shred the enemy? No. I mean, the problem with battleships, right, is that imagine all of these players, but they're also sharing a base with me, right? That's generally the issue I have with battleships, is that, you know, it means that all the silliness they do that I also have to deal with. And it's just like, oh, maybe that isn't fun. Maybe I want a base without all that. Do you see the issue here? Or am I going insane? Because imagine this guy, but he's in the battleship space, and then he starts firing my cannons three miles over the enemy base, and then I'm like, oh, well, I'm not exactly sure what I built those cannons for. I wanted them to do damage, but now they're going way over the enemy base, and I don't know what to do. So that's probably that's why I just generally don't play battleships. And if I do play battleships, I usually have my friends online with me, so then nothing silly happens. They all know how to play the game, and if they do troll, it's intentional trolling, and not because they're bad. Like there's two very different types of trolling. One happens because you're bad at the game, and the other happens because you know what you're doing. And I find that when you know what you're doing a lot less frustrating, because at least I know we could have had a chance to win. Ranked Firebird Fire Mortars like it's 2023 when, but that was 2024. Bro's getting his years wrong. That was last year. Bro, you know, actually that was also 2025. No, in 2023, was it still nuke? There was a large section of the time where it was just pinch fist nuke rushing, and then they nerfed the upgrade speed by 30 seconds, and then nukes just disappeared for some reason. And it was like, oh, I guess no more nuke pinch fist for me. Oh, what? Oh my god, my teammate has one plasma beam. It's GG. Oh my god. Did I actually know what happened there? But in the case, that guy is not looking good. What? Bro, you... Okay. Look, like, you're the guy that has a weird perception of time. Look, I know that... that was like 3 months ago, but I can understand how everybody thinks that's like 4 years ago. Like, I was in high school during the Firebird 2020 or Firebird meta. Now I'm in college. Like, there's been a lot of changes since then, so I can understand that your perception of time is completely silly as well. However, you're still a clown. Oh, well, I built that out of doors. Okay, a lot of money. What's your opinion on Buster? I mean, I don't know. He's kind of... Like, if you want to go cannons, just go Warthog. If you want to go damage cannons, just go Warthog. If you want to go good cannons, just go Hurricane. Buster's in kind of a weird state. And also, the great thing about Warthog is the fact that... Well... It also buffs lasers, so then your teammates can also go lasers in addition to cannons. Not everybody's forced to do cannons. And lasers are very strong right now, so... Just because of the strength of lasers, it makes Buster weak. Like, if lasers were worse, I guess maybe Buster would be playable, but... Outside of 1v1's rockets, Buster's not all that gaming right now. He's a lot of the time not gaming. It's like, oh, I wanted to play Buster, but no Green Commander with funny uranium rounds. Not today. He's in the ground. Lockett is finals week? No, it's not. I finished my finals. All my finals are done. I probably got a B on my one actual final. So, you know, I think I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. The finals are pretty much over. Wow, these are terrible doors. I should have made this a little bit bigger. I'm doing okay. They all built gunners, but the gunners are... since I'm gonna shoot... Those gunners are not gonna be effective, and I'm gonna shoot the guy in front, so it'll be okay. I'm like 90% sure. I was gonna make this extra exposed, so if one of the howitzers die, I die for sure. Everybody knows that's metagaming. Howie? What would your fort's house look like? What do you mean by fort's house? Like, would I be living in this house? I'm a little bit confused what you mean by fort. Would I be required to have it as my primary residence? Because if so, I think it would be pretty comfortable. Oh, there's no way that stays alive. There's no way. Okay, that was a very interesting base there. You almost got that. I would have been shocked if he did, but no, he's dead. Those gunners didn't do anything. What do you think is your personal least used commander? Seep. Seep or Shakana? No, it's actually Seep. I don't actually remember the last time I actually used Seep. I remember there was one time during one of the previous streams where, like, somebody chose Seep and I had to play it, but other than that, I don't really play Seep. Seep is kind of a weird spot. He's a nuke commander with no eco bonuses. So, by the time you get nukes out, you know... The enemy has like three cannons, and you're just like, oh, well, what am I supposed to do against this? And you're like, nothing. You can't do anything. The enemy has 3 cannons. Now you just get shot and you die. Like, Seep is not good, and I mostly play 4v4s now, and Seep is beyond useless in 4v4s because nukes are not great in most 4v4 games. And if you want to go nukes, just go Warthog, because they have passive nukes. Like, Warthog nukes move faster, and on active they do more damage, and then it also buffs lasers for your teammates. So Warthog is also a very strong nuke commander. Seepin is just kind of like not great. It's a very, very situational commander, which I just don't see the use in most of the time, which is a shame, because I think it's a cool commander. And, you know, perhaps they're gonna buff him next match. I wouldn't know, like, for sure. But, you know, there mayhaps could be a buff eventually. Who knows for sure? I mean, I wouldn't happen to be in the testing Discord. And if he does get buffed, maybe I'll try him again. But for now, no. Oh, did he just die to one howitzer? Okay. You build a house fort that you would live in, would it basically look like a dream house? Well, why wouldn't I just build a giant mansion with endless stability tech, huh? Like, and actually, like, how would I even, like, would I have to build, like, a stairwell, like, up? Like, I don't understand, like, building a 2D house to live in is kind of weird. Like, maybe if you look at, like Terraria, but I think I would keep it quite compact. Like, is there maintenance on this house? Like, if I'd have to repair the house, then I would keep it quite small. Like, maintenance is one of the things that pisses me off about the most about just existing. Like, just having things, and then you need to pay money just to have those things in the future. It's like a car. Like, my car does that. And, like, why, I already paid. I didn't pay, I just used the family car. But my parents always, whenever, because I use it the most, whenever there's an issue, I always have to do it, like a smog check. I'm like, we already paid for this car. Why do you have to pay more for the car? Just so I can drive it for the next year. It's annoying. And if I had to do that on my fort's house, I would gravely disappointed in my fort's house, because I'd be like, why are you causing me such a headache? This is not what I keep you around for. So, I think I would keep it quite small, if possible. Bro, the core has the core as a chandelier. This guy? Yeah. I'm actually kind of shocked that this guy is still alive, considering that this guy's core was completely exposed and nobody shot him. But like, that's just your average sports game. What can I say? Like, no big surprise that all my teammates decided, nah, completely exposed core. But I mean, that said, this guy is much more of a valid shot than the other guy. This guy is kind of popping off, despite the fact that his base is one massive nuclear bomb. He's doing pretty well. I'm not sure how any of those turbines have any efficiency with that amount of battery placement there. But, you know, that battery spam can be respected. Man, there's just so many blinking shreds here. Hopefully that doesn't end badly for me. Wow. That killed nothing. You're late. Hello, Boom Doom. Doing good? I'm honestly surprised we're not hitting more. No, the 20 miller is gonna shut down the house. No, no, 20 miller is such good howitzer. Hey. Shit, man, he knew. Teammate shutting down my own howitzer is a little bit silly moment there. Laser sight calibration when never, bro. I'm just gonna. I'm not actually doing that feature. It's so annoying, man. And the game's already over. This guy's dead, gonna be dead in a second, and all of his gunners are also dead. And he's dead. They're dead. It's GG. Look at that. Oh, and my... Oh, God. Everybody built weapons on my team. This is such a rare moment. I do realize I didn't get the double reload there and kind of just wasted some time, but... I don't want to just finish off the bottom guy. And that's GG. Well played. That was extremely one-sided. I was expecting that to go a lot worse. I thought the second top base would play better, but he just didn't. That's a shame. We can do Black Seas. Your bottom team base teammate sold with that plasma shot to kill the chandelier. Yeah, no, but I mean, like, the fact that my bottom base teammate built weapons is OP. Like, the fact that he got plasma beams at before 10 minutes, that was kind of OP. Like, that is pretty rare to see in a lot of forts. Like, a lot of the time when you're playing forts, you're just going to see a player be like, nah, I'm not going to build weapons the whole time. I can play Firebird. It's not something I play very often. You're better? Maybe. Triple deck on video when? What? I already had one of them. I uploaded a high seas video recently where I'm pretty sure I built 3 deck guns that were all triples. Am I going insane? That was the okay, I forgot what I was talking about. That was sometime recently. It was a video about one of the dance teacher, one of those videos, yes. But I'm pretty sure I uploaded one of those in like the past month, which is at the rate my upload schedule is going is pretty good. But you know, deck guns are also just kind of annoying. Anyway, I would go 20 millimeters here. 20 millimeter Firebird is kind of fun. Another. You want another video? Okay. You see, that's a lot of work though. And also, like, I need a story. Like, if something doesn't happen in my life, then I can't really make a video. That's kind of the issue here, you know. Like, first something needs to happen, and then I can add some gameplay to the background. But if nothing happens, then what am I supposed to do? It doesn't make sense. Like, I first need something to happen before I can upload a video. Make a new video. What game besides Force do you like the most? Fuck it. What game right now I play the most is Deadlock, sadly enough, because I mean, whether I'm having fun playing that game is questionable. Other than that, I play a lot of Beyond All Reason. And Age of Empires 2. I play those 2 games a lot. Other than that, don't really play any other games. Those 2 kind of take up my whole time. That said, all my friends play Deadlock, so kind of required that I play Deadlock so that, you know, I can hang out with them. So I'm not left like a socially alone guy in the world, you know? If they all do something, that I'm kind of required to join them. And it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. They enjoy the game, so then I'm required to enjoy the game as well. Man, this is very questionably built. This is I can see very many structural problems in my future. As you can, I'm putting this down there. I could have actually just put that on top of the base. Do I just want to build... And a little bit questionable that I'm building more foundation nodes, but that's whatever. I'll just build the 20 millers directly on top. And the only reason I'm doing this is 20 millers aren't that explosive. If you build cannons on top, your core will pretty much always die. But 20 millers, when they die, it's like, oh, dude, explosive, did nothing. Can you try an orbital laser or accelerator video? I could. The problem with orbital lasers is it's really boring. Do you guys like watch an orbital laser video and find it exciting? Like, to be honest, orbital lasers take like 4 years to build, and you can only build one of them at once. Like, it's not... it's not exactly the fastest thing. Like, generally, like, to get games where stuff actually happens decently fast, and orbital laser videos are often just like, oh, I shot one orbital laser, one guy dies. Wait 2 minutes for the next orbital laser to build. And that, honestly, often I'm just sitting here, I'm like, who's gonna watch this, huh? It's not exactly the most exciting thing ever. You know, those apps that you find events in your area, you can use those to manufacture more stories for videos. Yeah, but that's annoying. That's annoying. Like, I don't want to go out and meet a bunch of strangers. Like, I already have to deal with a bunch of random people on my day-to-day. And they have enough silly stories. Like, and also I have, like, homework. And I'm busy. I can't just go out and find stories. It's a big freaking laser, of course. It's yeah, it's cool. No, I get the laser part is cool, right? But the having to fill the time in between when the laser's reloading, like the worst part is when I'm sitting there and I have to commentate the orbital laser building. I'm just like, guys, the orbital laser is 75% complete. This is amazing. Like, there's not enough keys being jingled. Respectfully, it's not exactly all there. True. See, this guy gets it. There's just a lot of time where I have to try and commentate nothing, and that is kind of the worst part. And that's where I generally use. That's where the story fits in, is to fill in the nothing time. But if I don't have a story, I'm kind of cooked. So it's rough. Do I want to go do something fancy like this? Alright guys, are you impressed by the stability check? Look at that. There we go. I started a video when you use an orbital laser, it'd be boring to wait for the ammo to build. Yeah. Maybe like an accelerator with indefinite upgrades on. Wow. Oh, you know, But I already did that. I already did that like 2 months into my channel. Just want me to do that again? Just build a 20mm accelerator, get a bunch of randoms. I mean that honestly is a pretty easy video idea. And plus, that's like my most viewed video. I'm pretty sure is the first one where I failed to build the accelerator like 8 times. But of course, it all the YouTube makes sense, right? I failed to build an accelerator 8 times, and then most viewed video. I mean, I guess the game would have ended too fast if I actually hit the accelerator. So, you know, makes sense. I had to miss it 8 times, or where actually the accelerator just exploded on itself 8 times. So then it was like a 24-minute video instead of my usual like 10-minute ones, because I usually just shoot the enemies. Anyways, man has problematic internet. That's an issue for him. Please remake videos. You want me to remake videos? Even though I've already pretty much done everything. Only thing I haven't done is a core swing, really. And, well, let's be honest. Core swing's also kind of boring. It's like, I'm immortal, guys. Now we can wait for the enemies to get bored and quit the game. Also riveting. Not a big fan of core swings overall, though. But they're not great competitively either. Epic fail, laugh at cloud kind of. You want me to do a video where I just completely fail to build a core swing and then upload it because I don't know how to do core swings? Look at that, they're on fire. Laugh at this guy. Is that man just gonna let his cans burn to death? It'd be kind of hilarious if he did that. Though I'd be kind of shocked if he did let that happen. Honestly, in my opinion, Fiber 20mm are the best 20mm outside of Hurricane 20mm. Like 100% reload speed is just OP. But outside of that, it is pretty nice. Especially when you're playing against people who are not that great at the game. They don't put the fire out. Like Like this thing right here. If this guy just completely burns to death, I'll be kind of laughing. Oh, it's still spreading. Oh no, you found it. Okay, he realized he was on fire. Am I just dead here? I'm just dead. Oh wait. Well, that's GG. That was kind of an unfortunate moment there. I had no 20 millimeters with enough angle to shoot downwards, so then I died. Doesn't matter though. I'm pretty sure this is still an easy win. Does this guy have upgraded mines? He does not. He does have the ability to build shotguns though, which I do like. Does he have an upgrade center? He does not have upgrade. He does have purple tech though. That's good. There we go, got the mine back. You see, big orbital lasers are cool. No, but like he had to wait 8 minutes before being able to play the game, and now that I'm just gonna build a single shotgun on him, and he's gonna be coping and seething because shotgun's full counter orbital lasers. Like, you understand the issue? Like, often when I'm playing an orbital laser video, if the enemies can actually play the game, then I have to re-record the whole thing because they're so easily counterable by just pretty much like anything. And it's like, oh, that kind of sucks. Re-recording videos is ass. So, that guy also just dead. Yep. Got skill issued. Why? You know what? That's fair. There's no other bases to join. Start redesigning this guy's whole base, man. This is terribly built. Like that. We also need more cannons back. And we have no upgrade center for no shotgun. And I can't afford to build one because this guy built big doors and is costing it the entire, like, our entire budget just to repair the big doors. Not exactly an ideal situation. When I do this, does it still have an angle? It does. There we go. Sandbags for your economical efficiency. See, look at that. Orbital laser counter just with one flat cannon. Like, it's that easy. Watching your videos mostly when I go on a threadmill. I'm not exactly sure what a threadmill is. I'm assuming you meant treadmill, but I would like to imagine that there's a machine that you have to thread stuff in, and it counts as exercise. I mean, that actually sounds like something out of Silicon Valley that some tech bro invented. Just be like, guys, it's technology. You have to invest in it. Because it's Silicon Valley. Like, and then they asked for hedge fund for like $3 billion. And then, you know, it inevitably doesn't work out. And it's like, oh, really? Who could have seen this one coming? Certainly not me. Those are also 3 deck guns. You mean a sewing machine? No, but it's one you do for exercise. You know, it's like, like you can walk, but you can also then walk with technology like a treadmill, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, a treadmill, when you have just, like, a sidewalk, becomes not that useful. But people do still use it for, like, because, you know, they hate going outside. So imagine that, but it's like a sewing machine that you sew for, like, finger muscles or something. Like, you could just sew normally, but then you could also just use the threadmill to train your muscles or some fake ass idea, and then be like, oh, that's great. Big stonks for Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? Like that it could be a business idea, and I could definitely see some tech bro type inventing. Oh, is that going to collapse the base? That'd be kind of hilarious if it does. No, that we could have totally stabilized that. We lost all the money. There's no money. Money is gone. Turbines are gone. And we can build back turbines here. You guys make sure to donate to Cloudstream. He's very poor. I'm actually doing okay for myself, right? Like, after college, I'll be like, have a job. I hope. If I don't, I'll be pretty cooked. But yeah, I'm sure I'll have a job. At least from what everybody's telling me, employment right now is pretty good. I'm sure I'm gonna graduate and everybody's gonna be like, here's a job with pays you 6 figures. I'm sure all the tech companies laying off everybody isn't a bad omen right now. But you know, that could just be like, that could just be me. You're oh so poor. That is true. I feel like there's a lot of most people are not 100% well off. Like if you're not like in the top 10%, at least if you're in the US, you're just kind of cooked. You don't exactly have too much disposable income. But you know, flat screen TVs are cheap these days. So, you know, food prices may have gone up, but at least our flat screens are cheap. GG. Well played. Should be giving me money for watching a stream. That is fair. That is fair. I could turn on ads and then do more tournaments, I guess. Turn on stream ads. Pretty sure you guys would be pretty unhappy if I turn on stream ads, though. I feel like that would ruin the whole point of the stream, which is just hanging out and vibing. Terrible map. Close duel. No ads, please. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's what I thought. Like, nobody wants to have ads. And I don't want to have ads on the streams either, because that requires me to, like, put in work. And to press the button to turn them on. Which is, you know, illegal. I'm not about to do that. So... Cloud, can you 1v1 against... I'm not gonna... Incursus wouldn't 1v1 me. You realize how much, like, I can't even get in contact with Incursus. Like, I'll DM Incursus, and it'll take him 4 months before he replies to me. And he's not gonna 1v1 me. Like, it's not happening. I would be shocked if he 1v1 me. He's, like, and also it wouldn't be much of a game. Like, have you seen his base designs? Respectfully. Like, he hasn't played exactly a lot of 1v1s in, I'm pretty sure, a couple of years. He can cast 1v1, sure. But I don't think he's ever played a 1v1 in the past 2 years. The big money from big ads and stream. The worst Incursus can say is no. No, the worst can happen is I piss off Incursus, okay? Like, the last thing I need is Incursus mad at me, and when somebody goes into one of his streams and go, oh, what do you think of Cloud? He's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's just a guy who wants to show off that he's better than me at the game. Like, I don't... I have an interest of not having Incursus. I'm not being on Incursus bad. Do I think Incursus likes me right now? Not exactly. In the last stream the one stream we co-casted, we were kind of butting heads because I was like, no, this is actually not meta. And he's like, but Firebird is cool, and I'm just like, yeah, but it's terrible because when Firebird is meta, nobody is fun. And he's been like, I think the Firebird is fine. And then Firebird got nerfed 3 months later because it was stupid and nobody was having fun in ranked. So, I think because that was our one interaction that we've had together, and it wasn't great. I'm gonna kick this guy. Goodbye. Wow, drama. Is he washed now? I mean, he's not washed. I mean, he's better than the average player for sure. Like, if you ever watch his streams, he is definitely better than the average player. But he's not... He's never played ranked. Like, he doesn't play ranked. I do. I have premium so you don't care about ads. Well, good for you. Good for you. So all the plebs have to not enjoy the stream. All the rich people can enjoy it. Have you ever considered collab with another Forge creator? I uploaded like a collab with Southswork like 4 days ago. No, like 2 weeks ago. I do try. There's not that many Forge creators though. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's like me, there's Incursus, and then there's Southswork. And that's like... that's most of them, right? Can you name any other Forge creator that's not just... Like, I can understand, like, Blitz is technically a Forge creator. But, like, come on. He doesn't exactly play the game too hard. He's mostly sitting around building some massive modded weapon, and like I'm pretty sure if I played with him, I would just be complaining, being like, why did you build the turbine like that? You're not supposed, like, that has zero. You're not supposed to build the turbine behind wood, Blitz. Come on, you're better than this. But I'm pretty sure you would just turn infinite resources on. I'll sold a duo opportunity with Incursus. Well, I guess I could duo with Incursus. I guess I could like not 1v1 him, but instead like join up with him and fight somebody. But that's also like a lot of work. I don't really want to do that. I don't think Incursus wants to either. I'm pretty sure Incursus doesn't even upload Forts videos anymore. All he does is upload streams. Like he doesn't, like, all he does is cast games and upload those. He doesn't play the game himself much. Blitz is a variety YouTuber. He is. And I don't think he would be down for my sweaty ass playing with him. What about Baron? I mean, isn't Baron in the same boat as Blitz? Like, I thought he wasn't that good at this. Is he decent at this game? I haven't really seen him ever. I've never seen him in a lobby. I'm gonna be honest. Never seen Blitz in a lobby either. Pretty sure they have private games or something. I think Slampunk is out for a while, as Brewski said. Who's Slampunk? What? Is Slampunk a person? I don't know who Slampunk is. You guys are inventing people right now. If this was a real guy, I would know about him. Clearly. I do enjoy actually being bottom base on this map. It's quite good. Get a sniper and gunner trench on bottom because you have so much more space. It's very nice. Blitz build a BFG and Forts. I remember all the Forts videos I've seen from him. I mean, that's exactly what I mean, though. All he does is build big silly weapon and then instantly win. At least from what I know. And if it's not big silly weapon, it's like you can build a bunch of them because they're not all that expensive, or you have infinite resources, and then whoever shoots first wins. Because there's no way somebody's able to repair from the damage in time. Like, I don't think it would work out well. Well, I'm afraid I built my sniper first, so goodbye. Goodbye. You think there's anything up there? You guys think he's building stuff? Get EMP got sniped there. Rough for him. Slampunk, former Force YouTuber. He was? I thought. Wait, was this an English creator? I thought I knew all that. I'm gonna be honest. I thought I was quite well aware of all the English creators, but was there one I just didn't know about? That'd be kind of crazy. Is this guy just gonna let everything burn to death? Oh, there goes one. You doing okay over there? I was expect like this guy does not exactly have the largest base to manage, so I wasn't expecting this to do so much damage, but it just is. So that's kind of unfortunate for them. I think this is going to be GG here, which is very good. Slampunk is good, but not pro. Oh, anybody know River Up? I actually know River. I actually talked to River Up. River Up I like. River Up is chill. I may do a collab with him. I haven't watched any of his videos. He's been in chat though. And he seems like a cool guy. He just vibing in general. So maybe I'll do a collab with him. I'll see. See if I like his personality though. There's a lot of people which I just don't get along with. And most of those are just filthy casuals. Who I'm just like, what do you mean you play the game for fun? You don't play the game just to win? Don't sell that off. And I'm just like, why? That's like the whole point of the video game, is to just explode all the children. Like all of these guys that are just dying right now. Like, this is fun. Flaming rockets. These are also extremely loud. Normally it's not this loud. I also had my headset volume set to max, which is probably the mistake. There we go. There goes one. He's small, but you like him? Yeah. I mean, there's no problem with liking a small creator. I think actually, like, liking a small creator is, like, much more... How do I say this? As a small creator myself, I think gives a lot more aura. You know, no bias here, of course, but, you know... I think being a small creator is kind of based, and having a small creator as, you know, a better creator is kind of cool. The problem is that a lot of the times when I watch a small creator, they become a large creator, I'm like, oh, I'm no longer unique. I'm just one of the 10,000, or one of the 100,000 people. Like, there was one guy that was doing a bunch of videos on, like, Chinese culture, and I was like, I like this guy. And then he started making it more entertaining, and then he blew up to, like, 80k, and I was like, no, you can't have all these subscribers. Now I'm no longer liking a small creator. Now you're just a normal, large channel with an actual budget. And I'm like, fuck. I'm cooked. This is bad. Is there something alive up there? There's no way. Do 1v5 battleships map. Why? I don't want to lose. If I would do a 1v, like, I'm decent at this game, but I'm not 1v5 decent. Like, if I play 1v5, I imagine I'm just gonna sit there and everybody's gonna pull up with their 7 billion cannons and shoot me. Have you ever considered playing other games on this channel, but later on the channel, but occasional vids? What do you mean? I'm thinking, I've just recorded From the Depths, like, the whole adventure mode. So whenever I get around to adding a thumbnail to those videos, whenever I get around to that very difficult task of making a thumbnail, I'll upload it. But for now, it's kind of just sitting there in my video storage, and the video editor. So there's gonna be, like, it's probably gonna make it into 3 videos. The From the Depths adventure mode. And then maybe I'll do more From the Depths in the future. I don't know. From the Depths is kind of a very difficult game. And, like, and also if I don't like often I record a Forts video and I'm like, I don't like this Forts video, and then I just record another one. It's very different with From the Depths. Whenever I record something in From the Depths, it takes like 18 hours. So then, like, you know, I can't exactly just not upload it because I've spent so much time on it. So that is a little bit troublesome. Some lore cloud. You're a British guy? Nice. Where do you live in Britain? Are you in London or are you in poor parts of Britain? I guess Northern Ireland's doing fine. Maybe. I actually don't know much about Northern. I know Ireland's doing well. But I don't know much about Northern Ireland. I think they should just become part of Ireland, do better. It is so funny how many of Britain's colonies are just richer than Britain now itself. Like what, Singapore is now richer per capita, Ireland's richer per capita, the US is richer per capita. Like, maybe the Brits didn't have it figured out, and, you know, breaking away from the stupid-ass monarchy was the correct way. Brings economic wins, not having a monarchy. People actually have competition. It is very, very hot in my room. Maybe I should open a window. Or maybe I should just take off my shirt. Would you guys be uncomfortable if I was shirtless on my stream? Thoughts on cold weather? On cold water? I like cold water to drink. I like hot water to shower. Last thing I expect is Space Engineers alongside FTD. Space Engineers? I don't know what Space Engineers is. Actually, I've heard of that game a few times. I've heard it's also extremely complicated. One of my coding friends played it, and I was like, oh, that's probably, if you like it, that's probably a little bit too much for me, my small little brain. Name a single place in Britain except London, Northern Ireland, Birmingham, Glasgow. I know a few places. Newcastle. It would sure be a shame if your drive got corrupted. That would be a shame. That would be a shame. But I don't think that's going to happen. I take pretty good care of my... Is this guy... What's happening here? Was it 3 games? No, it was 2 games. Can we, Can we ready up? Do you have to go? You have to go. Have you ever been interested in classithenics? I don't know what that is. That just sounds like some fancy term that you made up to sound like you're better than everybody else. That's like half of all language, though. Every time, like, a rich guy needs to sound cooler, he makes up a new term, and then once the plebeians start using it, they make up a new term. and every time it's always it just gets longer with more syllables and more like aesthetics or economics. Like actually, they just add economics to anything, like Fort's economics, and I was like, oh wow, new fancy term, socioeconomic economic status. Like look at that, I just made that up, and now I sound cool. Anybody who knows how to code has to wipe that all over you? What do you mean? You don't even got a camera on? Yeah, exactly. But would it just make it uncomfortable, like in your mind, if I had zero shirt on? Actually, there was a speaking of I don't know something. Recently, I went to dinner, and then I asked a girl if I could sit, you know, at our table because all other tables were full. And then she started eating a banana with a fork and knife. And I was like, brother, there's no way. So then I started making fun of her. And then I talked to her, which was like the first time that happened. I was very proud of myself. I'm like, wow, I actually have an ability to talk to them. And then she was just like a normal person. I was like, damn. It wasn't just... There's a lot of the times when you're talking to somebody here and you're like, oh, you're just another stereotypical valley girl. But no, she was just normal. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize we had those. A rare specimen I found here. And then she gave me her Instagram, and I don't know. And that was pretty much it. Not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with it. Just, like, respectfully, I don't know how to use social media. I have like 30 followers on Instagram, so not exactly something I've been using for a long. I only got it last year. Because everybody started asking me for my Instagram, and I was like, may as well get one, because apparently this is how everybody communicates. And now I'm just sitting here. And I don't know what to do. Cloud can talk to women? I didn't... Okay. She, like... Look, she was eating a banana with a fork and a knife, okay? That's, like... I am obligated to make fun of that. Like, anybody who eats a banana with a fork and a knife, they're not going places. Like, they're expending way too much effort on simple tasks. Tell her about your win rate in Forts. Yeah. No, I don't tell people I have a YouTube channel. In fact, like, I tell people I play video games. I don't tell people I have a YouTube channel. But, like, oh, I hate people that do that. Like, hello, I am this person. Did you know I have $15 million? Like, God, how to be unlikable 101. Oh my God, it's like, yeah, I don't exactly tell people about my life. Banana. Very cool, Unk. What is Unk? I don't actually know what an Unk is. You don't want women with Instagram, bro? It ain't worth it. Maybe. That's probably true. Like, but I feel like then you're like down 90% of the population though. like respectfully, like who doesn't have Instagram? Like everybody I knew, like the only person I know that doesn't have Instagram is my sister. But my sister's also pretty like special like I am. So I think that's like an exception to the norm. Find you a girl that plays Forts. God damn. I'm doomed to be single forever, man. If somebody played Forts, I would be shocked. But also I don't think we would get along very well. Like, I don't think there's very many like Forts players. But who knows? You know, there may be one, but especially when I'm working with a sample size of 12,500, which is the female population of my university, I don't think a single one of them's playing Forts. Like, I don't know a single woman that plays Forts. Like, I've never met a girl that plays Forts. That said, there could have just been a girl in my lobby. I just assume everybody's a guy in this game, and I've yet to be proven wrong. Like, I've yet to be proven wrong about calling everybody a guy, okay? And until I do, I will just keep calling everybody a guy. And you know what, you guys can't do anything about that. Because I got that much power. There are trans people who play Forts. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. One of my teammates left. Which teammate, though? I don't actually know. Maybe top guy? It's one of these two players, because... the fact that I can't tell which player it is kind of concerning. Did both of them leave? This guy isn't repairing that, but this guy hasn't done anything. Do I have two AFK? What is happening? Are both of my teammates AFK here? Okay, I'm not questioning what's happening here. We're gonna continue the Cloud bloodline now. Bro, my bloodline is never gonna continue. Maybe that's okay. Maybe I'll live my life as a single person my entire life and enjoy it. You know, who needs a wife when you have stream chat? Like, respectfully, I already have you guys. Like, you guys already are an object for my affection. I think what else do I need? I don't need a family, children. Those types of things, those are for people without stream chats. You guys are enough fulfillment for my entire life. I don't need anything else. Built terribly. We can't do a wife. Just state your stream chat exactly. So I can be like, yo, what have you guys done in the past week, huh? Where are you guys from? Your vocabulary is looking quite flattering today. When I see your vocabulary, I'm like, damn, I haven't seen some vocabulary like that in 3 weeks. Quite impressed. Bro is gay with chat? You're just assuming everybody in chat is also a guy? Oh my god. I've got a gamer over here. Man, why is everybody laser gaming? Meta gamers over here. That's okay, though. Now I gotta redo my entire base from scratch, and I don't have to deal with that stupid base design. These can fit here, right? Yeah. I'm from France, and you love to see my videos? Well, I'm happy to hear that. Though it's kind of surprising that No, the energy shield was just about to build, man. What are you doing? Just let the energy shield build. That's like a lot of the time, French people, like of all the Europeans, don't speak very great English. I'm gonna be honest. Often when I talk to a French person, they struggle a lot more than Germans. Though I think that's because of like language similarity. But also like, is it also like a cultural thing? Like, do French people like resist learning English just because you guys hate the English? Like, is that like an actual thing, or is it just like a coincidence, or is it like language barrier? Like, I never really knew. Never really knew if it was just a cultural thing, if you guys hate the English a lot, or if it was just it's tougher for French people, or do you just have a worse school system? You're playing in my college cafeteria right now. What you're playing the video game? You have forts open in your college cafeteria. That'd be kind of interesting. I've never seen somebody play video games in one of my cafeterias. I'll say that. And most people, I feel like, would just rather play video games in their rooms. But do you have some extenuating circumstances that makes you play in your college cafeteria? Is it forts? If I heard somebody like spam clicking to build wood in forts in my college cafeteria, I'd be kind of annoyed. I'd be like, man, what are you doing? I'm trying to enjoy my meal, and then I just hear like... Actually, okay, noise suppression is too work. I can't just put the mouse up to my mic and then start clicking. It doesn't catch it. Noise suppression is too good, but you get the point. If I was trying to enjoy my meal, and then some guy starts doing something on his computer, I'd be like, man, what are you doing right now? This is wild. Anyway, somebody else has a howitzer, which means it's howitzer defense time. Why can't I build this? Is there a good reason? No, I can build it now? Okay, wood strut. Upgrade to bathtub. What do you mean upgrade to bathtub? Desks are obsolete? Desks are pretty cool. I think... Oh, you guys talking about playing video games in my bathtub? You know, have you guys ever even managed to achieve that? I feel like that's a pretty good achievement if you guys... Like, that's kind of impressive. But I feel like that would just be really uncomfortable. Because I would just be trying to move around, the water would be slowing down my momentum. Because water is annoying to move through, and it slows you down. Right? Damn. Getting owned by some houses over here. You think Musume cringe are cool? I mean, I think it's a fine game. Like, if people enjoy watching anime girls, I can understand that. Like, look, they're attractive, okay? I can understand that. I'm not gonna play it myself. Also because from what I understand, it's an endless grind game. But you know, I don't hate it. I think it's a fine game that if you enjoy it, you should play it. I'm not gonna play it, but you can. I think this guy gonna be dead here. Not looking good for him. I have 0 resources. This is tragic. Man, they did not like that sniper one bit. It was doing good work though. Armine fire back here. Oh wait. Yo, we can hear your roommate. Oh, do you hear him speaking Chinese? There's some random Chinese guy in the middle of this Fort stream. Man, what am I even supposed to do, huh? All my starting howitzers get killed by lasers, and then the other guy goes howitzers. It's kind of soon. I will not be able to visit America as I have to give all my life info. Yeah, I saw that. All the German news sources are complaining about that. That if you get a visa over, you have to like give up all of your social media history. And I know some Germans with some interesting social media history. Like, I can imagine you going to the border patrol and some guy being like, "So, you said in 2017 that you like the Bayern München soccer team. Do you know that's affiliated with the Saudis? And you know what the Saudis are affiliated with terrorism? Are you a terrorist?" And then me be like, what? I like watching football, man. I just want a game. And they're being like, "I think terrorist spotted. Get him out of here." Like, I mean, like, I can understand, like, if I went to Germany and they asked for my social media info, I mean, I would give it away. There is no social media info. I probably have to give over my YouTube channel. But other than that, they would open Instagram, they would be like, "There's nothing here," and I'd be like, "Yes, I'm healthy." And they'll be like, "Impossible." And a healthy American, not in this day and age, man. So then they would then they would get rid of me because I'd be clearly I don't know, a Russian spy using the Americans to infiltrate or something. The immigration office seeing my search history about femboys 5 years ago. They're like, "Well, you know, we're looking for it to increase our population right now, and femboys don't exactly breed too well. So, you know, you're gonna have to get out the other door. You can't have any femboys here lowering the testosterone of our country." I mean, Japan has like pregnation like immigration or something, right? Where you could stay over there if you can prove that you that you had sex with a Japanese woman. Like, gonna be honest, that's an interesting government move. I'm not sure if it's well placed, that incentivizing. It's kind of weird in my opinion. But you know, I don't know what the Japanese immigration officials are up to. I don't think anybody really wants to live in Japan that bad. Welcome to Poland. Germany complaining about America. It's not that they have a lot more problems. Yeah, honestly, I feel like Germany is kind of worse situation than the US, because US is like kind of all the first world problems that a first world country has, but it has that while also being the strongest country in the world. Germany has all the first world problems that a first world country has, but has that when it's not. So it can't just like, you know, go around and be like, "You have to pay tariff now," and they're like, "Please, I don't want to." Well, like, "You want access to our people who buy everything? Pay tariff." And they're like, "Okay." So, I mean, the US has a lot of more leverage, I guess, and importance than Germany has. It's kind of rough for the Germans. Because, like, we may not be employed, but at least we have an AI bubble, right? You guys are unemployed without an AI bubble, so at least our line is going up, while your guys' line isn't. Play tons of cannons? USA seems to be trying to make a situation worse, though. It is. That is true. I can agree with that. Actually, that was 3 games. And in Germany, some guys got arrested for talking some shit about... Wait, Friedrich Merz? he ordered the arrest of people who criticized him? Is this real? No more free press? Finally, getting some base shit done. Soon we'll all be hungry. Because, you know, everybody sees hungry and it's like, you know, I want to be more like hungry. And soon we'll be all living in the paradise where Viktor Orban is the ruler of all. Do a tar base. You guys want me to do a tar base? You know, we can do vanilla 44. I ain't do a tar base. Be boring. Play Pinch Fist. Why would I play Pinch Fist? Pinch Fist is not good right now. Unless you're like, I mean, I guess if I load up Squirrel's Peak, I could play Pinch Fist. But right now, it's overdrive time. Hungary is not good. Yes, I know. I know. Actually, my sister's boyfriend is Hungarian. And like half of all of his talking points is complaining about the government. It's funny and sad at the same time. Because, you know, it's his home country. But like the fact that there's so much to talk about regarding the Hungarian mess is a little bit silly. And also the fact that he sounds like Gru is also hilarious. Like, you know, the cartoonishly evil guy from about the like cartoon villain that is Gru that wanted to steal the moon is now the cartoon villain in charge of Hungary that is just determined to drive it into the ground and for some reason be the only guy in the EU that's pro-Russia. It's like, guys, the invasion of Ukraine kind of justified. Everybody's just like, what? He's like, Russia's just kind of stealing Ukraine. And, you know, as a guy who wants to steal the moon, big fan. So, it kind of fits. It kind of fits. You need to be pretty rich to live a good life in Switzerland. Do you? I don't know. Yeah, I like chocolate and gaming and my government sucks. Is that, oh, I still have co-op on. You know what, that's fine. We're gonna deal with co-op here, and I'm sure it's gonna be okay. Hey, like, it's co-op on death anyways. Actually, I need to build a tar base, right? That means I need to do stupid amounts of back lean and stupid stuff, because that's what a tar base is. Look at that. Back lean initiated. Get top turbines. I watch a bunch of your video and listen to your history from school. Are you studying as a high school graduate student, or are you finished studying? I finished high school. I'm in college now. So I am now, what do you call it? A college student who's technically still studying, but you know, it's an enjoyable existence. We do have tech, okay. We don't have upgrade center, weirdly enough. We do have tech. You need to swing your core and kill the enemy on this map. Maybe. I'm sure you can like do some sort of contraption with like a catapult, but I'm not doing that. That's a lot of work that I currently don't want to do because it takes a lot of time and effort to set up, and I'm not having that. I'm not having that. We need heavy tech down in a second. We have, okay. Hopefully my teammates can all stop building so I can get cannons down. And then after cannons, it doesn't really matter. They don't seem to be very like intent on spending resources though, which is very good. There we go. Heavy tech is down, now we can fight. If you know what happened to Coop and FPL, yeah, Coop was removed. It would make sense because everybody was playing Overdrive and just suiciding their base. Because it is just better to be one base than two bases. Like, it is just objectively better because then you can share resources, share tech, you save a lot of time, and then you can combine your bases and you have a lot more space, and then bottom base can actually get access to energy production. So, co-op on death was just plainly broken on the competitive scene, and it wasn't fun. I think most pro players were like, this is not actually that fun, and then they removed it. Very good on the devs, actually. They listened. Very badly built, but whatever. Should it be more like triangular? I'm very happy that the devs have been more and more taking into pro considerations into account, which is very good, I think, because, you know, often it feels like, I mean, the game balance for noobs should be there, but, like, come on. If you're in a noob lobby, just building weapon pretty much automatically wins you the game, and I think pro balance is the better way to go, but that's just me. But it does mean that rockets are good at low levels and bad at high levels, because, I mean, if you're at a low level play and you go buster rockets, most players, first of all, haven't even ever seen any rockets, so they'll just fall over and die. While at the high levels, everybody's just like, I build trench, and AP Sniper and make your life hell. And it's like, oh. And then there are also like Armadillo or Hurricane or Overdrive, which are all defensive commanders. So then even if you do play the game, steal all your money, and then you're dead. And you're like, oh, okay. But that requires a lot of effort. Really need new weapons in competitive? Yes, exactly. That's why they should add high Cs to competitive. Man, it was so silly that the fact that the devs were floating around the idea of adding high Cs to competitive gameplay for a little bit. It's like, yeah, maybe they could add it to like FPL or some 2v2, but like competitive, it's not the greatest balance thing. And be a lot honest, like the fact, like the whole, like especially like overlays are the best example of this. Like if that lands, you pretty much instant win. If that misses, you pretty much instant lose because you have to invest all your money into doing that. So it's a little bit of a silly type of gambit there, but you know, I mean, but that's in High Seas is just a fun DLC. So the fact that you know, I'm happy it exists, right? I'm happy that it's here and that we have it in the first place. I don't like, exactly need it to be competitive. Like, we already have the base game for that. Like when they had Capture Point. You know, they used to have Capture Point in the ranked ability. You used to be able to play Capture Point in ranked. That was extremely simple. Nobody, like, there was very few people, like, there was a few players that just played Capture Point, and they would pretty much cheat because nobody actually played Capture Point, and they would just be the best and memorize everything for every single map. And then, thank God, they removed it, so then those people can't cheat anymore. But it was more annoying when it was there, I'll be honest. And having access to all my teammates' resources is actually just amazing. So I have a feeling, yeah, we need to start upgrading mines here. I have to start upgrading my teammates' mines, because those are also my mines. I think I just go nukes, right? Yeah. That tells why... What? When will we get 5 long put in game? We're never gonna get... I don't... I don't think the devs ever intended for 4 longs to be used in the way they are. They just added them to make... I'm pretty sure they added to make building more flexible when you drag stuff, and then people started abusing it. Bye, Cloud. It's 1:33 a.m. Gotta go to sleep. Okay, see ya. Hope you enjoyed. Am I getting shot? Oh, I need resources now. That actually almost made it all the way to the battery. Outer layer of metal. Help take the stuff, and then also outer layer of wood like this. Outer layer of wood is OP. Absorbs all the cannons, so I don't have to repair with long struts. And then everything else to defend against lasers. Do I have... I don't actually know if I have a 3 long there. Or rather a 4 long. Hey, look at that. My first cannons are up. Now, I think they're also playing Overdrive, most likely. But I could also just be going insane. I should also defend all of my turbines, because 1 energy shield is definitely not going to be enough here. Grab 3. Holy shit. Alright. That's rough. Need more energy. Completely out of energy, actually. What is using up all the energy? I don't actually know. Probably the double nuke on bottom. Those are generally very expensive, and I imagine that's partly the reason here. But you never know for sure. Could also be the howitzer. Man. Yeah, you get some more defenses down here. There we go. That guy's doing better. We are completely out of energy, so it doesn't matter if I spend all the metal. Nothing to do with the firing. Firing at me? Nope. So much resources to spend. Spend all the money! We have so much metal! Man, they're absolutely stacking it over there. I'm doing something very similar, though. Completely out of energy as usual. There goes one of my teammates. That's some metal production loss, right? Can we grab that base, please? That is a cannon. Why is that cannon built back there? That is a question that I do very desperately want answered. Alright. I have to do it all back turbines now, because I can't afford to build more energy shields. Oh, I messed that up. Whatever. Hope that doesn't collapse. Oh. That looks a little bit like there's a lot of weight on that singular strut. Does anybody else... Oh, wait, the bottom base does have weapons, which is a very reassuring idea, but the fact he just keeps using up all my energy with the nukes. It's crazy. Is that me dead? Yeah. Well played. It's co-op, dude. Get like 8 cannons. I tried. I probably shouldn't. I knew that trust. I thought I got the 4-long. I swear I got a 4-long there. Oh shit. Hold on. Did I not get the 4-long there? I may have just not gotten the 4-long there. No, I did get the 4-long there. Yeah, the 4-long still existed. It's kind of shocking losing a base with the 4-long. That is super rare. Rip base? Yes, rip base indeed. One single missed stability tech. No, I had the stability tech. It just died anyways. I'm not sure exactly why I disconnected from the strut there. When the 4-long was still there, the 4-long was still standing, and it just got killed by the falling cannons. The 4-long, though, was always there. I don't exactly know why the 4-long decided that it didn't want to play the game anymore and disconnected itself. But, you know, can't blame the 4-longs. And we do 4 chips wide. Actually, no, scroll speed. So then I can do pinch fist. You didn't back lean enough? That is true. If I had more back lean, I'm sure I would have survived there. No, it was just terrible because the first few volleys of cannons greatly just like screwed up the integrity of the base. And then after that, you know, and it was still holding up a lot of stuff. There was like 8 cannons on top, and all those defenses was also just expanding downwards. That was also just a little bit rough. If I had a 5-long, you would have been fine. That is true. With a 5-long, you know, if I just hacked one in, I'm sure it would have also done something much like the 4-long there, and kept me alive. But I don't know. Maybe it's not the 5-long that I needed. It was in fact an entirely base redesign. And the one you tried to place like a minute before you collapsed, you didn't place a whole 3 horizontal 3-long on the NARF node, I think. I didn't make it. I mean, I didn't really make a NARF node. I don't usually make NARF nodes. More scoliosis for the next fort. Yeah. Not exactly sure what scoliosis means in the fort context, but whatever. Loud? That's me. bit of Portal Return to the Sender. I'm not going to build Return to Senders here. They're just going to get shot by swarms. It's 43? Oh, that's true. Fair enough, go up. Why the hell did I think you were talking about Forlung, the Transgal artist? There's a... I'm not aware of that person. In fact, I'm not aware of the art at all. Every time somebody says, like, this is a famous artist, I'm just like, brother, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna go along with my life without needing to know who an artist is. A lot of the time when I see artists, I'm just like, your art looks cool. But it's also like, there's a bunch of internet artists that I feel like draw as just as good as them. Like, for instance, the person who does my thumbnails, I find him to be a pretty cool artist. But, like, you know, he isn't really famous. But I don't know, a lot of the times when I see art, I'm just like, can you really distinguish between this art and the other art? I feel like this is not really a subject which is really that complicated. I feel like most art is just fine. And I feel like all this appraisal or one piece of art is worth like $3 billion is a little bit silly. Like respectfully, like the only reason you do that, like, will it like one piece of art evoke much more happiness than another? Like, I guess it's more for like the clout of having a rare object. I feel like it's the only reason why rich people actually buy art pieces. But a lot of the times when I see art, I'm just like, this looks as good as any other piece of art in the same situation. What are you talking about? This is worth 3 times as much. There's no discernible difference here. Or if, like, I couldn't tell who the artist is because, like, it looks similar. Like, does the art look cool? But yeah. But does it look like $10 million cooler than another art piece? I don't know. She does songs, not drawing. Oh. I mean, that's technically still an artist, right? As far as I'm aware. Songs are a form of art. Technically, I'm an artist. You know, video creation is a type of art? That's right, guys. Am I your favorite artist? I think we need to put up Mr. Beast on the top artist in the world ever, right? Let's be honest. In terms of popularity, Mr. Beast has kind of figured it out. Mr. Beast should be the #1 artist. He has the most followers. Like, do you think Picasso had 500 million followers? There wasn't even that many people alive in the entire world at the time. So, honestly, I think the #1 art prize should go to Mr. Beast. Like, when they have, like, the National Convention for Artists or something, they need to have, like, just a Mr. Beast section, just dedicating their Lord and Savior of art that is Mr. Beast. Because, I mean, it is clear through the sheer volume of the content, that is consumed by him, that he is the best artist that has ever existed. And should be hailed as such, as he has the largest follower count. Ever heard of MJ? Isn't that Peter Parker's girlfriend? That's the only MJ I can think of right now. Is the one that Peter Parker always has to fight for, or dies, or something. I don't know. It's been a second. Like, isn't there also like 18 different? Like, there's been so many versions of Spider-Man, and now there's also Gwen. So I'm not exactly sure who is the romantic interest anymore. I feel like they need to figure that out. But I've heard of MJ, the Spider-Man girl. Is that who you're referring to? Doesn't compare to Mr. Beast. You don't agree? You don't agree with my Mr. Beast take? Really, that shocking. Banana on the wall. Oh, the banana on the wall. The banana on the wall. I saw that. I saw that fiasco. Then I just find that a little bit silly. But it makes me think that I can also be an artist, because I could definitely tape an apple to the wall, right? Like, and also, you know art is fake when the value of a painting depends on who drew it. Like, you know how there's always like those artists, like those old art pieces that nobody knew for sure who drew it, and so the value is in fluctuation because you're not exactly 100% sure. That's the exact same thing. Like, nobody actually values the art for the art. Everybody values the art for the clout, because if like some cool guy drew it back in the 18th century, everybody thinks it's cool. But if like some other guy drew it, then it's not cool. And it's like, why is like art, who drew it doesn't change the piece of art. It only changed how people like, if somebody thinks Picasso drew something, everybody's like, oh my god, this is so cool. And somebody thinks like, I don't know, some guy from I don't know, the middle of Hungry Druid, everybody's like, eh, kind of a weird painting right here. I mean, I could see this is a lower quality painting just from the fact that this guy from Hungry Druid. That always ticks me up about art. And it often matters on who draws it, not actually the art piece itself. No, Beast Man kind of just runs shock views. It's like giving the championship race up. Yeah, okay. I meant it as a joke. Of course, I don't think Mr. Beast should get the art. I find his videos are a lot like mine, are much of the same thing over and over again. You know, there's not a lot of unique stuff going on there. But I meant that as a little bit of a, you know, since Mr. Beast technically has the most followers, should he get the art prize? Hee 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 ha type of deal. I mean, if they ran a popularity contest, he would probably win. Do I think he should win? Do I think he creates the best art? No, I've watched many movies that I think are better than Mr. Beast videos. But it is kind of funny that he's technically the most popular artist, just by numbers-wise. His videos are also incredibly catered to children. You think children shouldn't have voting rights? You an anti-children rights type of guy? I've always been pro-children rights. I think there's a lot of middle schoolers that are smart and should have the right to vote. Though that said, like, no matter what age you put the right to vote at, somebody's always going to lose. Because if you're just born after the date you can vote, then you just lose a vote. You have to wait 3 years. And if you're born the day just before the day to vote, then you can also vote. No, there's always a little bit unfair. I mean, I can understand 18. But I feel like it sometimes leads to a lot of the time where the adults are like, because imagine if like middle schoolers could like vote in school elections, like for the government. Like you know that shit would be getting higher quality. Like they wouldn't be shoving all the students in like small chairs, because the politician would be like, if I won, you wouldn't just sit on hard ass stools the entire time, and the administration would get more reasonable, and everybody would be like, oh. You know, then you could win the middle school vote by giving them nicer amenities. You know, that would also, I think, improve, and also the bathrooms would be nicer. Like, bro, if there was like a politician would be like, yeah, if I find somebody plagiarizing in the bathroom or like stealing a sink or something, they're getting sent to prison, I'd be like, I'm voting for that guy, bro. Bro, all the bathroom sinks or bathroom faucets being stolen is so annoying. Like, that was like the worst part of high school. It just, you go to the bathroom and it just looks like an actual war zone. Like something out of the like Fallout universe. And you're like, why? You know, I go to school and I can't even go to the restroom here because everybody starts stealing just steals the restroom and then posts it online. It wouldn't change much if you get seven people. I can imagine Paul's promising candy national team relevantly TikTok. Yeah, but it's the same. That's the same thing for adults, man. You think the adults are any different? Like, imagine this. Imagine you're an adult and somebody says, I'm going to give a tax break for middle income earners, and you're a middle income earner. That's no different than buying candy, man. That's just saying you're going to get more money because we're going to take less money. That is the exact same thing. And I know and people do vote along those lines about who's going to tax them and who's not going to tax them. The sinks are just super powerful, not gonna lie. Yeah, but do your faucets ever get stolen? Like, have you ever had a stolen faucet? I feel like a stolen faucet is just like the classic part of the American school system. Like, I had so many stolen faucets, stolen doorknobs, the locks off the bathroom stalls got stolen. Like, bro, everything was up to being stolen there. Grown-up dollar candies, yeah, that's exactly what taxes are. But I feel like there would also be like some kids that would be like, you know what, maybe, you know, improving the quality of our education so that we don't need to do as much homework as those would be. Like, of course, some could be persuaded by candy, but you know, you could also have laws against that. Like the 7-year-olds wouldn't be the majority, and they would also still have to be driven to the voting station or something by their parents. Why would you steal TSA? What do you mean TSA? Are you talking about the Transport Security Agency? TS. Taylor Swift? Tiananmen Square? What does TS mean? You steal it just for the sake of stealing it, man. Love of the game. That's all. Actually, soaps weren't even bolted down, so they often were. They were often stolen as well. The soap dispensers were also often stolen in my school. The life of existing, I guess. This shit. Why would you just steal it for the fun? You steal it because you can be like, oh, ho, ho, I committed a crime. Look at this. Am I cool now? This shit is hard to wonk because I'm losing. You want me to play spy games? I can play spy games. They would love to register a vote, and it would be interesting to see some kind of IQ-based thing to judge how intelligent grasping a subject you need to be to vote. Yeah, I don't want that though. I think everybody has the right to vote. I don't think like. I think it's very dangerous when you start judging it on tests and stuff. McDonald's if you vote Trump, cauliflower if you vote Kamala or something. Exactly. That would work out. And like then you would. The problem is that you get all the adult votes. Nobody wants their children eating McDonald's. It's literally a heart attack speed run right there. Like honestly, if my children were eating McDonald's, I'd be like, oh my god, why are you just a rolling ball in my house? I didn't exactly ask for this. Clouds place surrounded 44, please. Be cool and rich. What? How am I supposed to be cool and rich? I am trying, man. I'm going to university so I can perhaps get a job so I'm able to be part of like the top 50%, which is, you know, decent, I hope. Chat ain't fertile yet. You calling everybody here children? You gonna fire back? Nope. Do we have tech? We have 0 tech. Very nice. They just spent all their money on wood while taking no actual space. Get walled on, idiots. And that'll probably be GG on the spot there. Is everybody managing? Are these... Oh, wait, nobody's managing really over here. Except for these 2 snipers. I'll take this front. Looks like nobody's actually paying attention. This front is actually really important because if it... Like, this is the easiest kill. So, you know, it is very important that you actually win this. And don't delay this so we can actually have eco later in the game. Oh, I know somebody is paying attention over here. Okay, very nice. Very good. We a bunch of infertile men, apparently. I think everybody here is fertile. It's just the fact that they can't get a girl to sleep with, I think. I think the main problem is just getting laid. It's not the fact that their balls don't work. Like, I think that's mainly the problem. Especially with the audience I cultivate. No, but like, some of you guys I know have wives. Like, it's always weird when somebody's like, yeah, I have to go because my wife told me to. And I'm like, what? A married man is watching my stream. That is kind of shocking. But, you know, you never know. Sometimes married men have a little bit of a... Maybe I'm their guilty pleasure. Watching 19-year-olds play video games online. Explode children. I don't know. It's not, it sounds kind of suspicious. It sounds like something that could be found in the emails. Stop, bro. Friendly fire? There's friendly fire? I'm not aware of any friendly fire. Wow. Aim, huh? Aim's pretty good. There we go. That didn't hit? What? Oh, that didn't hit the strut below it. Really hoping for that one. Why didn't we build turbines in the front base? What are we doing? That's the last place you want to build turbines. You want to build it everywhere else but the front base. Oh, we are dying. We have 0 metal. Please fire this. EMP, shut them down. Yep. We have 0 resources here. Didn't scale metal production. They did. That is pretty cooked. Those are some very badly placed rockets. Any energy production anymore? Nope. Okay. I want this game too. I just don't have a PC. Fortunately, so many American Force players that they could release it on console. This game isn't playable on console. I feel like it would be like kind of like Age of Empires on console, which is just unplayable. Or the fact is you just lose to PC players, right? I feel like this game wouldn't be very fun on console, and everybody would be like, "This sucks. Why am I playing this on a console?" Your teammates forgot eco. Nah, I mean, it was also my fault. Like, my teammates are partially at fault here, but I should have also built eco here. Like, this can go both ways. My teammates can blame me, and I can... Alright. Bro just had it out for that guy, specifically. Howitzer swing indeed. But I think that's going to be a solid GG here. Don't exactly see us coming back from this one. Played Forge other day for the first time and a single cannon shot destroyed your base. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, if you play Forge for the first, like, nobody's expecting you to be good. I imagine what happened is it just, like, hit the bottom part of your base that you immediately died. That can happen, sometimes happen. And Howitzer wing looks so goofy. It was pretty goofy. Quite a wild name for this stream. Exploding Children? But that's exactly what I do here. I imagine most people aren't that old that play this game. Except for, like, a couple of the adults that do, but... yeah, it's not everybody. I'm gonna do tons of cannons here. And we can do battleships. Because we're doing modded anyway, so we may as well have no fun. The team stack goes hard. Man, these are randomized teams, man. I feel like if I played Force PvP, I would get carpal tunnel after one match. Really? I feel like you would get that same thing in any game, though. I feel like most games requires a lot of mouse clicking. Like, even if you're playing, like, you know, a shooter game, you have to click your mouse a lot to, like, aim the gun. You gotta go, like, pew, 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 pew. And especially, like, Minecraft as well. Like, have you ever played Minecraft and you're getting carpal tunnel? I feel like most games, spam clicking is, like, kind of endemic. And, like, Forza isn't even that bad. Like, Minecraft is probably, like, the worst one. Because, like, the amount you do damage is directly proportional. At least it used to be. Was directly proportional to how fast you clicked. So then, like, you know, mouse maxing was kind of a thing. But I feel like in Forge, it's actually not that bad. Like, sometimes you'll see, like, I don't know, an Age of Empires player, and they're going after years. Bro? Hello, Waffles. What do you mean, bro? What's wrong? Am I bro? Hello. I'm gonna sell those off. Place some gunners. Like so. And now we have tons of cannons on. So can we just build a cannon deck? We did. They are Buster. It's actually very... Buster's a terrible choice here, man. You can't go Buster. It's not. It's not an Econ commander we're playing. Like, Buster doesn't buff anything in tons of cannons. That's the problem. Auction Oculus is the only game that comes to mind that the stress comes from the dupes, not your hands. I don't know much about Auction Oculus. I don't even know what the dupes are, to be honest. Is dupes like... Are those like the what you call the people in that game? I'm a little bit lost on what exactly dupes are in this scenario. Is this some sort of Earthian, like, is this thinking? Just stressful about strategy or something? Like, I don't know. Seems like kind of a weird idea. And where are you? There you are. Now, let me build some of these, please. There we go. At least 2. After that, just more cannons. Or more mines, not cannons. We have a lot of cannons. Early commander reveal is equal to the anticlimactic face reveal. What do you mean? Do you guys want me to do a face reveal at some point? You guys want me to do like a face reveal challenge? If I said like 100k before my 2nd anniversary of this channel, I'll do a face reveal. Should I do that? I can do that. And I would honestly be willing to do a face reveal. Like at some point, like I want to be like, you know, I actually, you know, maybe I want to do some like hand gestures, be able to like communicate better. And so then I do a face reveal after this. So then I can sometimes do hand gestures. I can be like, you know, get out of my seat and start like mogging you guys. And it would be pretty amazing. Yeah, that's rough. Get owned, idiot. Should have had more doors or something. Play the game in my college cafe. That's pretty beast. I could see myself doing that as well. They just drop a core? Yeah, they just did. Hello there. What kind of weapons do you got going down there? I'm not playing competitive, so having grid on is actually valuable. It uses up a lot more resources, but worth in this case. It sounds like you got 1 year to look max. You hurt my feelings? No face reveal. What? I gotta look. Okay, I was meant mogging as like a joke. I mean, I just think I look like an average guy. I don't really like work on making myself look good. Like, I'll do my hair occasionally whenever I'm like going outside sometimes. Most of the times I'm just like me in my room, and then my hair like and also like I often look super sweaty because I do shower every day. But off when you live in California, it doesn't matter how much you shower, you're just always covered in like large amounts of sweat, which is really unfortunate. You know, I prefer it if it was different, but you know, large amounts of sweat is also kind of the comes with the territory of living in a warm place. Anyhow, there goes that cannon. It's such a this is such like an average TARS on your team, so everything just becomes a massive box for defensive reasons. And what are you even supposed to do against this? Can I follow up? No, this doesn't have enough upwards projectile. Do we want to get upgrades? Upgrade the energy production as well. We're clearly lacking way more energy than we are metal right now. And yet we're still upgrading the metal production. It sounds like you're firing a bolt action rifle. It does sound quite good. Also, you know what? Tons of cannons. And you're one of the most terribly balanced mods in the world. But the projectile sound effects does kind of work a lot of the time. You know, often I'm like, man, audio design from just one random guy is better than the actual game. And the visual design from one random guy is also better than the actual game. Like, the Forts devs are just getting absolutely owned by just random people on the internet. I can't fire these anymore because there's a massive piece of wood in front. Which is kind of a shame. Uh-oh. Alright. Nukes are apparently just still good enough, I guess. Anyways. Do want to get these on board. Or doored, rather. And this is annoying. Did not want to have to wake up this morning and turn everything into background racing. Oh, did they get reverse ionizer cannon? Oh, are they about to magnet beam drop? They hit the forbidden technique. No. What? What? There's still a piece of wood there? There it is. I guess we're doing ionizer nukes as the combo today. That hit us. Are they gonna get a magnet beam down in time? No, actually should get a few buzzsaws here as well. And make sure we cut the rope. That is one exposed ionizer cannon. There it goes. I think Hurricane would have actually been a better choice here. Faster reload would have been kind of OP. Uh-oh. I forgot that the swarms do that. Where's that? Somewhere down there. Oh, wow. One flak shut down all 3 nukes. OP flak right here. And they're building normal howitzers. Okay. That's kind of a brave statement from them. It's dead. I think I was like somewhere down there. Somewhere in here. I'm not exactly 100% sure where. Oh, nukes are just gonna... Okay. No energy production for them, apparently. Hey, does EMPing a Magna disable the on-death Magna pull thing? I don't think so, no. If it dies, then it drops a Magnum. I mean, actually, that's it. I don't know 100%. I'll be honest. I've never seen an EMP'd Magna die before. That is something that I've yet to experience in this game, and I've experienced a lot of things. But, you know, EMPing it would be kind of a challenge. I mean, I guess we could get a small EMP cannon. But, not right now. I plan to just portal those out. Oh, Phantom would have actually been the best. Should have been banned here. Phantom was definitely the best choice. You know, let's teleport weapons out. Just massive woods. Instead, we're this commander. There we go. Oh, wow. Really? None of these are hitting energy production? There we go. Not exactly sure what that weapon does. It just seems to splash on the devices and doesn't actually do any damage. I'm not sure what the point of that cannon is. I'm sure something, but not really feeling the effects. Aw. Rip ionizer cannon. Anyways, back to the energy production. Oh, what? There's buzzsaws in front. Why are there buzzsaws in front? No, get out of here. I'm just gonna shoot you. We will send you the results of our tests in a stream or in one of your new videos comment section. What? Oh, you're saying you're gonna test out that theory? Okay. You know, I'll see. I'd be shocked because everything else that is EMP'd explodes normally. I'd be shocked if the devs actually went through the effort of making a unique interaction there. But if they did, you know, good on them. There's a lot of stuff they do. Like every time like I see a changelog, I'm just like, what? There's this many bug fixes needed for the game. I run into 0 bugs pretty much most of the time. Wow. That is certainly some energy production. Tar is literally just energy maxing right now. I mean, I guess valid. 7,000 energy production on active. I don't think it's enough. Jesus Christ, this is a massive base. He's going to the moon. Should I join him and just start building up as well? This can be seen as incredibly boring, but you know, and the option of going to space, you know, we don't do things because they're easy, we do them because they're hard. I think Tar is a big disciple of... Who was that? Was it Kennedy? Pretty sure that was Kennedy. You think it might... Really? It might be GG. What gives that away, huh? Have we built up enough? Hold on. Normal sniper? No. Rip. There we go. That's it. Base won't build itself. That's for sure. Loud into space. How high can we go? We could probably go extremely high here. And it'd be funny if we collapsed our base, though. That would be kind of depressing. But I'm sure once one of the many ultimate cannons gets done, that's going to be game on the spot. There's a lot of blinking struts. And now we've just been EMP'd for like 4 years. What the hell are you building? We're building one massive box. Because apparently Tar is in this box phase right now. That's dangerous. EMP is gigalong? Yes, that's the point of the EMP cannon, is to make the fact that you can't play the game the entire time while you're shut down. Well, they're not ready for this. I could see there nothing ever happening wrong here. Like, imagine if they destroyed the bottom one and dropped the whole thing on us. But that would never happen. Oh, there goes one of the ultimate cannons. Didn't do much, appears. And Buzzsa's killing a flag. Look at doing way more. Alright, another one of the ultimate ionizer cannons, and the ultimate, this guy is complete as well. Not replacing metal with shields? Well, we could. It would technically be lighter. But that's also, like, work. I don't really want to do right now. Did that just hit us? There we go. All repaired. Hit ourselves with an ultimate ionizer cannon, but we're doing okay. No, their wall. One of their cores. Hold on, is this a tier 3? That's kind of funny. Turbine wall. Is it going to come back down? Did it already come back down? May already have came back down. Yep, the buzzsaws are very strong. Wait, what ended it there? No, I was about to get my thing up. I don't actually know how they died. Was it just the buzzsaws that won the game? No, right? No, they sold off. Okay. GG. Peak stream trial? And they got successfully... Actually, they exploded themselves. They exploded themselves. For me. I don't have to do it myself. I mean, I guess that they're being a little bit... I don't know, how do I say this? Rebellious by not letting me kill them. But whatever. And we do close quarters with a fort swap. Fort swap makes everything more fun. No collapse? Yeah, that was a little bit of a shame there was no collapse there. But it would have been kind of fun if we lost the game that way. Otar left. Unfortunate. What? Why is everybody leaving? What? I'm removing tons of cans. Maybe it's because I didn't remove tons of cans. Can you honor my donation request for the last stream I sent right before you ended? You want me to build a mortar accelerator in a public lobby where everybody's sweaty. Like, I could do that in a video in a random lobby where everybody sucks ass, but in a stream lobby, everybody's super good at the game. Maybe if I got Tar back and he just played the game, just kept the base alive forever, so then I could do whatever I wanted. Maybe then. Tar already left. No one is here yet. Everybody just left. Maybe I should just go eat lunch. You know what? I'll try to build the mortar accelerator, and then after that, I'll go eat lunch because it's probably going to go terrible. It'll work. Yeah, I'll do one fort swap, but I'll do the mortar accelerator. I'm going to record the EMP test and do it too. Fine. Good. Then I'll just do it as a video. You know, I haven't done a mortar... And the first mortar accelerator video, I still had the rain on, and everybody complained in the comments that destroyed the bitrate. So... You know, it'll be good to redo it, because this time it'll have good bitrate instead of bad bitrate. And, you know, I hear good bitrate is better than bad bitrate. You know, nobody likes to watch 3 pixels on a screen, apparently. I mean, I sometimes watch 3 pixels on a screen. I think I'm gonna go... We are Phantom. I didn't ban Phantom. That's probably valid. Yeah, I'll just go red tech here, I think. I am bottom base, so I can still go mortars. Go mortars, buzzsaws. Mortar, buzzsaws, snipers, maybe. That's good. Do it now? I can't do it on this map. It's Fort Swap. The base will get taken from me before I build the accelerator. That's not how, that's not how that works. What do you mean do it now? We'll do it next game. Which won't go well, but may as well give it an effort. Hey. Stop. I'm gonna get a sniper to shoot you. Bro's edging? Is he edging? I don't know. Next round, okay. Next round, you know, fine. Next round, I'll do it. Then it'll be great. Oh, they're shotgun now, okay. They have barrels. Barrels, why are you shooting me? I am your teammate. Stop shooting me. Thank you. Does you guys not understand the fact? Some people can get confused. I can understand the confusion sometimes. But like, I thought this guy was better than that. There we go. Nah, do it now? No. What am I supposed to do, huh? Where exactly am I supposed to put the accelerator? And I need you guys to inform me. Like, there's no space here. There's no stable structure. I also need a portal, and then I would just get swapped out as well. Like, it's just, it is not the game for it. It's not. This game is mostly just vibing, probably. Waiting until I get swapped out of this space. We're pretty good. I was 5 years again, but your artist, but I have 66 cents, little baby, next time again. If you only have 56 cents, you shouldn't be sending me money at all, man. Keep your own money. If you're broke, I don't want your money. Then I just feel bad. But if you're if you're my editor, or if you're the stream moderator, who's just some rich Swiss guy that has like a software engineering job, then like, yeah, I want your money. But if you're broke, then I just feel bad. Like, I don't want to take for the poor. Well, I don't want the poor to give me their money. Then I just you know what? That's valid. I just lost my upgrade center. Brother. Did I just go fire mortars here? I could. Is there anything here? Oh, thank God. Now that guy has 0 tech. Oh, he was dropping barrels. Oh, that was the plan, to swing barrels. Oh, I think I understand now what they were doing. Why they chose shock. I didn't even think of that. I don't have barrels. Oh, nope. Okay. I mean, that means all the bases were pretty much never going to die. Just because the barrels were going to keep them in the game. Does that mean they're also not going to build any tech? Because I literally can't build weapons here. There's no purple. All I have is an upgrade center, and that's not exactly very useful in the situation. Oh. Yay, I got a weapon. Oh, look at that. I'm high skill. That was definitely all me and not my teammate who actually built the rockets. Places all with metal, and then I'm pretty sure that'll be GG on the spot. I do static calculation in metal, no software shit. Static calculation in metal? Is that like metal, like Rhine metal? What exactly do you mean metal? A little bit confused here. Now taking my team credit? Nah, that was all me. There's no way you could have aimed those rockets like that. Now just watch this. Aww. Wait, is there another guy with a rockets? With actual rockets here? Oh, it's my teammate. Okay, good. I was scared he was going to shoot at me for a second. Uh-oh. I just re-angle those rockets to be able to just insta-kill this core. Please don't kill me. I have a feeling... No, you just shot your own rockets? Okay. You know what? That's pretty good. And all the rockets are dead. Very nice. Teammate popping off over here. Do we have an upgrade center? We do. Get this guy going in front. Drop that guy. That didn't hit below. I'm kind of shocked right now. German version of Lockheed Martin engineer. What is Metal though? What, is there some special Swiss metal firm? I don't know what that is. Can you please explain? I'm asking for knowledge here, and you're not obliging, and I would feel bad. Fun is temporary. Best to enjoy the moment while it's lasts. That is true. Are you guys gonna become theologians in my chat now? Every time somebody comes in, you're gonna start asking them the meaning of life. Pretty sure that would be alienating to a lot of people. Which would be quite unfortunate. But it'll also be kind of funny. Not a buzzsaw, that's a buzzsaw. Nope, upgrade? Oh, no energy production, that's fine. Oh wait, that is a very unfortunate spot to be switched into. Wait, what? Those gunners should not have shot down those rockets. That must be a bug. That was a little bit odd. Sitting atop my throat of 0 XP? No, bro, you just have to, like, I don't even understand how the XP system works at all. Like, it just seemed, like, completely arbitrary who gives XP to and who it doesn't. Like, it doesn't seem, like, tied to anything. Like, you know, chat amount, time here. I have no idea exactly how the whole XP system works, but I'm sure YouTube, somebody at YouTube actually designed it some way. Or maybe it's just some algorithm. I don't actually know. Alright, now I'm up here instead. I just build a heavy tech and then try to swing stuff downwards. I think I should. Oh, somebody already built the heavy tech for me. Very good. Drop all the storages down. Alright. I don't know how to put the battery on the bottom strip, but you know what? Whatever. And I have to replace that. Put it somewhere in the back, probably. Now there goes that guy. Now I have to wait to be able to afford a howitzer, which will happen any day now. Never mind. GG. This game is absolutely nuts. Fort Swap is kind of interesting. I like it. It makes everybody think about what would happen if their teammate then immediately stole their base after they fought them. So, it can be kind of funny. There we go. Do this stupid ass... Actually, no. Doing this map. I'll do Mortar Accelerator on this map specifically. Hate Phone Keyboard was trying to say it gives YouTube money. It does. Phone keyboards give YouTube money. What? Oh, you're talking about before. Oh, that makes sense. Now I understand what you mean now. You've probably asked, what are your opinions, lasers being meta now? I don't like it. I find it extremely boring that it's just all laser door sniping. Like, and the entire, like, ranked meta is just waiting for door snipes and trying to door snipe and having lasers in different positions to decrease chances of getting door. It's just... And then, when it's not laser meta, it's armadillo, AP miniguns plus rockets. Or nukes. Which is just as unfun. Because you try to do anything and there's AP minigun. And super fast force makes it impossible to snipe. Oh, no force up. Can we go, please? I'm about to kick somebody. There we go. Suddenly they start readying up. Is this the last game? I'm probably gonna go eat. Is a Forge community welcoming to new noobs rather toxic? Well, I would consider most of the Forge community to be new. Like, the majority of the community is not good at this game. So I think you'll fit right in by being not good at this game. So if you're just new, you're gonna be doing great. You're gonna be like, oh wow, everybody's like me. Not because most people are casuals at this game. Right? It's come on, it's Forge. Who's gonna start like pulling out the major moves in Forge other than like me or some other autistic kid, right? Like everybody else is pretty much the vast majority of people are just there to have fun, and you know that's respectable, and I can understand that. Me, however, I play stupid box game. I want to be the best at super box game. I mean, I've given up on that goal, but I used to want to be the best. Then I try to become as good as possible, and that's how I ended up here. In this situation. What is happening, bro? What? Ew, okay, I'm not... The fact is you can build just a shitload of nukes on this map. Now we'll just start probably dropping magnemes in the front of the base. But for now, eco-scaling. Infinite mines. Probably want to get at least, like, 200 production before doing anything, because the wall is not cheap to repair. Wonder if they're just going to build a normal cannon. A normal cannon accelerator, I have a feeling, is going to do better than a mortar accelerator here. But, no, mortar accelerators are still a thing. So I'm sure enemies aren't just going to outplay me here. Or just by building normal nukes. If the enemy starts building normal nukes, the problem is I'm probably going to have to go with magnum duty. Which is going to lead to a lot of me not being able to use the weapons that I built. Why? Why did we just use active? Are you firing anything? Oh, you have the idea of firing something. You know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna redo the front doors. This is a mortar accelerator game. I'm not putting too much effort into this one. I've learned to stop asking about my teammates what my teammates ate. Doing cloud, it saves me the headache. What do you... What your teammates are doing? Yeah, generally, like, you'll find yourself a happier man if you just let your teammates be and not try to control the game. Which is unfortunate for competitive situations, but in most games, like this game, just being like, yeah, my teammates are gonna do questionable things. Oh my god. I'm just gonna... No, just redesign the door and save us so much money here. We go like that. Look at that. That's so much... Look at the efficiency here. Alright. I redesigned it for him. Hopefully, now my teammates shooting our own selves. Okay, great. Beautiful. Just need teammates that have aim and a simple idea. A simple idea of just building cannons. I mean, that's fair. Like, if you get your teammates to just be like, you know, I'm gonna fire this, or I'm just gonna drop magnums the whole match, that works out pretty well generally, I think. And then, you know, you're happy. The map is kind of broken, so the nukes can be placed on the surface. Yeah, nukes can be just placed right here, which is very, very problematic. Although, you can just also, you know, drop magnums. As long as one person knows how to drop magnums on my team, I'll be okay. You know, they just have to be the magnum dedicated dropper. But, you know, that also assumes that they can drop magnum, which is a whole different story. I'm almost 100 metal... Well, we have almost 150 metal production at this point. I just want 200. I imagine at 200, then all my teammates will not be able to spend all the money, so then I'll just have an infinite money glitch, because all my teammates won't be able to spend all the money on doing weird stuff, and then I can use everything for myself. Which is the ideal outcome. Alright. I lost one of my teammates. And he's back. I think that's 100, 200 there. Build like 4 more, and I'll call 200. Do we have heavy attack? That doesn't matter. I'm not going heavy weapons. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, somebody else is building a concentrator. I'll build the accelerator up here. Basically infinite money glitch at this point. Are they just shooting the wall to do damage? Okay. Only at 1100 metal energy. Oh, I guess the main consumer is all of the mines. Mines do like actually consume a lot of metal if you build a lot of them. Probably where all of energy production, because this is definitely feels like should be a lot more than 1000. Imagine once they get upgraded, it'll be like 2000, and then all the consumption will stop. Yeah, it's going to be around 2,000. Very good. 2,000 energy is definitely more than enough to run. And the fact that my teammates also go in a concentrator, though, means that we are just going to be completely out of metal for the longest time here. Which is kind of an unfortunate thing. It's also been a long time since I built a mortar accelerator. I don't know if I'm going to build this exactly very well. We'll see. We will see. I just want to build a rope here. Rope doesn't even reach. Okay. There we go. Build a portal like over here. And now... want to build an accelerator like down here-ish. Oh. Get this connected to the backside. All my space is being taken. It's rough. Teammates really building rockets. Okay. Not exactly sure if that's the greatest idea in the world, but who am I to fault my teammate for wanting to play rockets for some reason? I guess I'll build it. Oh, it's so weird. You're not supposed to build it like that. I would need the space down here. Actually, what I can just do is build it over here. In the middle of the map. This is what I mean when we have to have Magna Beam Dropper. Otherwise, we will just die. I don't want to build Magna Beam as a whole day game, but I will if I have to. Really? That doesn't drag? There we go. But accelerator time. Right? Not doing this wrong. Building the wrong type of accelerator. I need this type for the mortar accelerator. Yes. There we go. Gunners actually did something there, I think so. They're dropping Magnum too? Yeah. Nobody gets to have one. Everybody just infinite stalls with the Magnums. Really? That just destroyed the portal. You're supposed to go through the portal. What? That's not how that works. You go through the portal. I'm a little bit shocked. I understand the other ones did splash damage to it, which does work like that. But other than that, it's supposed to go through the portal there. Not exactly sure what it's doing. No. Maybe like 15%? 19%? Oh, 19% seems right. Okay, somebody's gonna repair this. Well, that isn't very nice. Can we please not let the wall collapse? Where's all of the 20 millimeters there? I don't actually know. No laser AA. Alright. There we go. Everything's working. Except for the fact that there's, 20 millimeters right by it. Aww. I don't think I'm gaming today. The fact that he used all... I can't build it in a safe location. Area was used for a concentrator. And now we're dying anyway, so now I have to focus on actually not dying here. Well, there was an attempt. The mortars at least got accelerator, but now I don't want to lose the game. So, fire mortar time, or fire beam time to counter all the 20 millimeters. And then... energy shields everywhere to counter that cannon. Counter the 20 millimeter accelerator that they have. And then, you know what time it is. Though... welcome back. Skill issue? Maybe. I think that's fine. Nice. That got caught on fire. It is a skill issue that I didn't manage to get the mortar accelerator working. But we're also being shot, and I don't want to lose. That's like the worst thing. So I'm just gonna do this, and then hopefully win. Because we are... This commander also works out for these types of weapons here. Actually, should I go? I can go plasma fire beam AA. A howitzer lit on fire is one shot by a plasma beam. So if they go mass howitzers, you can just build one fire beam, one plasma, full counters it. Now at the current state, no plasma beams are ready. So none of that yet. $20 millimeters aren't doing much here. Doors open too slowly. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh, still some solid pieces of wood over here, yep. Nice, defending against their stuff. Nice plasma beam. These can't be doored, man. I can't react fast enough if they are. Adore those guys. There we go. Hilarious amounts of nukes, yes. This is what happens when the enemy doesn't let me do my funny stuff. I have to play the game normally. Which is kind of a tragedy. I kind of wanted to do funny stuff. But not today. They said no. Actually, they get a bunch of buzzsaws on the front here. Plus a lot of fire beams protect the nukes as well. Alright, that shut down all the howitzers. I'm not exactly sure if he intended to use the accelerator that way. Regardless, that's the way it was used. They're really after that silo bounty. They should shoot the silo. That's probably actually one of them. Oh. Alright. Well. I imagine that's GG here. Because we have a wall. And they don't have a wall. And having a wall is better than not having a wall. Concentrator. I mean, the concentrator used up all my space. But it does work. That's true. Concentrator OP. It is OP indeed. They're not as cool as a mortar accelerator. Those are actually hard to make. Accelerator time? The game's over. I'm not rebuilding the accelerator. Okay, where's all of our energy production going? Oh my god. How do we only have 1,200? We had way more. Did somebody build a fuckload of mines? Oh my god. That's what happened. Somebody built all the mines. That's all of our energy production gone. And then you just need to have a couple more hundred more metal production. And we don't need 400 metal. We needed 200. That's like minus 800 energy production right there, just from the mines. Just from the extra 200. Anyway, we use this space up here now. For turbines. Not that bad. There we go. Back up to 2,300? 2,300. Dropped 2 magmas. Not necessary, but respected. They need to drop it. If they just have a magnet standing there, that won't actually do very much. Are they relying on, like, I mean, I guess I could just shoot it. No, you deleted it? Okay. There it goes. Wait, do you get a refire? Oh, you do get a refire on Warthog active. That's insane. I didn't even realize that. Alright. Very nice. Accelerator doing wonders there. Think you might have lost? You might have. No, nobody knows for sure. We just need to start hitting the energy production so they can't afford to because there's no way we can actually hurt their mine production, but the energy production we can definitely hurt. And we can just start shooting all the turbines so then they can't build magna beams. That's probably going to be the best way to kill them here. Nah, GG. Alright, well, I am extremely hungry and kind of tired, so I'm going to go eat something. Hope you guys enjoyed. May catch you next one. See you.